So let's talk about how to get ready for the test on Tuesday. You have a unit test on Tuesday with the short stories that we read and all the elements we talked about that go into short stories. So how should you get ready for that? Well, the best thing to do first is to go through those stories. I put all of them online. On Schoology, you'll see a folder that says Short Stories Online. So we had The Climb, we had Fish Cheeks, we had The Cask of Amontillado, The Interlopers, The Most Dangerous Game, and The Sniper. And so I put links to all those stories online so that you can relook at them and make sure you remember things in them, like what was the plot about, what were the characters in the story, or who were the characters in the story, conflicts that occurred, what was the ending like, what was the setting like. So make sure you go through all of that and look at each of those stories so you remember them, so that there's a question about them, then you can answer the question, okay? So please look at those stories. We saw what happened when you didn't read The Sniper, some of you, and tried to take the quiz over it. Most of you who didn't read The Sniper didn't do too well on that quiz. So look at the stories again if you need to. And then you also have to know the elements of short stories. So if you have to, look back at the videos on conflict, on theme, on literary elements, figurative speech is what I mean. What else do we cover? Characterization, plot. Or maybe you did what I asked you to do and you took notes in your binder in the note-taking section as you watched the videos. And if you did that, just review the notes. You don't need to go through all the videos again. Hopefully that's what some of you did. It'll save you some time, okay? So the test itself will be on paper. You will need a writing utensil. There are 9 or 10, I can't remember which, short answer questions. That's all it is, short answer. Each question's worth between 5 and 10 points depending on the complicatedness, it's probably not a good word, depending on the complexity of the question. There we go. So make sure that you have a pen or pencil that day. You have to write neatly enough for me to be able to read your answers. If I can't read what you wrote, then I have to deduct points. I'm just giving you a heads up on that. So take your time. You get all bell to take the test. There's no need to rush, and write neatly. You do need to know all the types of figurative language. So make sure you either rewatch that video again or look at the handout that has them all on it. But you need to know what they all are, like similes, metaphors, personification, hyperbole, onomatopoeia, puns, idioms, proverbs. Make sure you know what all of those are, that you could give an example or you could identify an example in those, okay? So make sure you go through that and have those memorized pretty much, because they won't be on a cheat sheet. They won't be on the test itself. And I think that's it. All right, so know the stories, know the elements that go into narratives, and know figurative language examples. And if you can do that, you'll be okay. Okay, and don't forget to look at things again. I also had a video on diction and tone. I didn't want to forget to mention that. So it's all on Schoology. There's a folder with all my videos. There's a folder with the short stories on it. Go through that, go through your notes, and you should be okay. And have a good weekend. I'll see you on Monday. By the way, on Monday we will review.